Hello everybody. It's Pizza Lover 346 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We're in Sonic Origins, baby. Oh, dude, it's good to be back. It has been a hot second since I last recorded for this series. I know you hear that a million times in a series. You're like, gosh, does she ever talk about anything else? But it's just the first thing that comes to mind, because I'm sitting here in my new dorm. I'm excited about and recording this, and we're doing the Tails playthrough still. It's starting to set in for me how long this is actually going to take to make this Let's Play, because I've done a playthrough as each character in the past. It's not impossible, it's not a terribly large task, but then you gotta get thorough with it for the sake of the Let's Play, and it sets in a little bit. Doesn't mean it's not happening, it just means, oh boy. I'm gonna enjoy a nice short Let's Play after this one. Cool. Oh, Knuckles route. Okay. I'm like, where am I in this stage? We're at the Knuckles route. I think we're still... Are we still... No, we're not in the Sonic 3 half anymore. Sandopolis is in the... and Knuckles half. Gosh. You'll have to forgive me as I reacclimate. Tick, tick, tick. Tails rules. I'm sure I've said this already, but Tails rules. Little flight is just nice. It's a pleasant thing to have. Doot doot. Doot doot. Who needs to do the platforming challenge when you can just go tick. Oh, hello. Oh, you're on the other side of that. Okay. Well, that crushed me. Good news. We can just do it again. Here we go. Nice and easy. Fly, fly, fly. So I think we're after the Hyper Emeralds then. Yeah, right through here. Do 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 do. Oh, spikes are a no. Oh, oh, okay. Pretty clutch. We are. Okay, we only got 3 more though, so. Do 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 do. Ah, Blue Spheres, you never get old. I love you, Blue Spheres. Do 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 do. Oh, beautiful. Okay, wugga 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 wugga. I don't know why I said wugga wugga. This is not Pac-Man. Oh gosh, what if I did a Pac-Man series? Wouldn't that be kind of nifty? I don't know what I would do. I guess it wouldn't be much of a series. I'd just play Pac-Man for a while, but maybe we'll do a little Pac-Man sometime. That'd be fun. It's another Super Emerald in the bag. No retries, just one and done Super Emerald. I like to see it. Do 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 do. It's beautiful. 2 more to go, and then we'll have all of the Super Emeralds, which is good because we'll get a little something that I was expecting to get to talk about a lot sooner. But Origins changed that, if you recall. Super Tails was a surprise to me. Let's go over. I'm sure there's a way to get up there without doing Tails things. It's just Tails things are fun. I like flying. I don't know about you. I enjoy that my little fox has the power of flight. I think that's really cool. I like being a flying fox. I want more fiction where there's a kitsune that is just like, yeah, power of flight. I'm gonna use my tails for that. I know it doesn't make all the sense in the world, but it makes enough for me to be happy with it and enjoy it. And oh, I think this is almost definitely a Knuckles section. That's okay though. Tails is making it, so if he can get through it, it's a him section. That's what I have to say. If Tails can get through, then it's a Tails section. I'm gonna hope that I can get that ring from the other side, because I saw another big ring right up here. Come on. It was high up there. Oh, biscuits. Okay. I think I can. Oh, man. Yeah. That's a bummer. Oh, hold on. Please. We're just exploring at this point. Okay, yeah, we can't. That's a bummer. We'll go this way and we're definitely at the end of the stage. Yep. Okay. Cool. We've got this boss again, which is fun and exciting and cool. I'm sure we all remember. Ouch. Fighting him's fun. I'm just gonna do this though. I like this image of Tails just flying over the sand pit, like, come on. Come and get me, you big lug. Oh, who could have foresaw that? That's really tragic. That's... Who could, how could, I could, how foresee? Tails got through Act 1. Oh, goodness. I love this game. I'm getting the warm fuzzies all over playing it. That is one nice thing about this Let's Play being broken up for me, is that I'm getting to experience and re-experience the joy of this game. You know, it's not getting stale as I play through it 3 times back to back. You know, remember, kids, consuming media, it doesn't have a right or wrong way. That's something I've been working on with myself, and I think it's important that everybody hears it and knows it, that you can go into things with spoilers. If you don't like doing things spoilers free, don't do it spoilers free. That's such a lame concept. Like, it's cool to watch people react to things, don't get me wrong, I love watching people do like blind playthroughs of my favorite games and stuff. But you know what else I love? Knowing where I'm going in games. I love being able to say, yeah, this is Sandopolis, there's gonna be ghosts. I like knowing what's coming. And that's totally cool. It is okay to want to know what's going on. And moreover, it's okay to decide, man, I'm not vibing with this game right now. I'm gonna take a break. That's also okay. Breaks are allowed. Breaks are encouraged. Take breaks. Treat yourself kindly. Shoot. It is you, Mr. Lime Green. There we go. There we go. Tails, you make everything easier. I love you, Tails. But yeah, if you're not like up for finishing something, don't force yourself. You have no obligation to finish any game you play, any movie you watch, any book you read, any show you start. You have no obligation to finish it. If you want to finish it because you're really enjoying it, cool, finish it. If you've had your fun and you're like, okay, I'm good now, then you're done. You're good now. And that's okay. It is perfectly fine. And I want to remind you that. finishing something doesn't always mean reaching the end. Finishing something is having gotten what you want from it and being done emotionally. That's a very important lesson I've been working on recently. And I thought of it fully because I'm not done with this Let's Play, don't get me wrong. But sometimes, you gotta take a break. You gotta tell yourself, hey, I'm done with this for right now, you know? I did not mean to get crushed there. That was nasty, dude. That was a big crunch. Poor Tails. You know, you gotta be able to look deep within yourself and say, do I want to play this right now? For me recently, that's been Persona 5. Persona 5 Royal. My partner and I have been playing that game together. And it's a good game. It's a brilliant game. It's very fun, very cool. I've been enjoying it a lot, but it's a long game. We're like something like 40 hours deep, and we're like maybe halfway. Something crazy like that. We have really put some time in that, and I'm like, I love this game. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. However, right now, emotionally, I don't want to touch it with a 10-meter cattle prod because I've spent so much time in this world, and I just want to not be for a bit. And that's so okay, because I know I'm going to come back to it, because I do want to finish it, but right now my emotional bandwidth says no, and I have no obligation to finish it right now, and to not play anything else until I finish it, and none of that. It's not a library book. I don't have to worry about returning it and due dates. There's no due date for fun. Dude, that's the important thing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what my head is trying to say. There's no due date for fun. Gosh. I don't know why I got so fired up about that. I'm like, wait a minute, whoa. But seriously, there really isn't a due date for fun. Have fun. Do things that make you happy. If you want to replay Mario 64 for the millionth time, instead of whatever current modern game that you've been meaning to play because everyone says it's super good, and you started and you're like, but emotional bandwidth says, we're good right now. Just don't play the one you don't want to play. Oh. Cripes. But yeah, all this to say, these little hiatuses from the playthrough are actually really helpful for me, because I get sort of built in. My life just keeps disrupting working on the Let's Play, but then that sort of builds into the process of making it. These breaks from Sonic 3 that make me come back to it and keep thinking about all the reasons I love it, instead of, God, I've been playing this game for a year. This Let's Play's ongoing. It's a never-ending, you know, none of that. Just like, oh man, I really like Sonic 3. I'm so glad I'm playing it right now. You know? Which is good. Like the things you do. Games aren't obligations. I have a friend, and she knows who she is. I don't know if she watches these, especially not the Sonic series. I don't know if she watches these, but if you're out there, you're gonna know exactly who you are, and I love you, friend, and I'm so proud of you. That's the point of this story. She has had a big problem for a good while now about sort of falling victim to the addictive game design, you know, and sort of getting stuck in these grinding loops for battle passes and, you know, rewards she doesn't even want, and games as a chore. And that's totally fair. Games are designed to make you addicted to that. It's awful. There are dev teams bringing in psychologists to make sure that their game's as addictive as possible. I'm talking casino style. Like it's f***ed up. Oh God, I'm swearing like a sailor. Sorry, post-process Maddie. But anyway, yeah. It's totally cool, but she was talking to me about it and she's trying to kick that. She's trying to enjoy her hobbies more. And she's like, hey, you're someone who is really, like, against these sort of games, because I am. I'm really against, like, live service games that are designed to be addictive and punish you for not playing them every day like a chore. Like, these are things that I at my core, am opposed to. And we just sort of talked for a while about why she plays them and why she doesn't, or should or shouldn't, or, you know, like, we just talked. You know, I'm not a licensed therapist by any means, but we talked about just like, man, what is the hobby to you? Why do you play? Is that really worth it? You know, it was a good conversation. But she has started playing some games that just are fun to her. She started playing the Mega Man series because that's just like fun and exciting to her right now, and I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her. Because she's like, these are enjoyable. I like these. And I'm like, hell yeah, you do. That's awesome. Mega Man's great. I'm glad you're enjoying them. And she was playing Mega Man 1, and she had some issues with save files, and couldn't finish it. She was like, I missed the Wily stages and Guts Man. I wasn't all that excited for them. I'm going to move on to 2. And I'm like, hell yeah, you will. Move on to 2. You're going to love 2. Right? Like, that, I'm so proud of her. Oh my gosh. It's so awesome to see the people I care about thriving and identifying what they like and don't like and pursuing that. And it's so the definition of like, I'm not enjoying this thing. I'm done with it. And it's like, great, that's awesome. I'm so proud of you. And she's been talking more positively about games. It's kind of wild. She, like, not because she's trying to be positive about all the games she plays. Oh, Lava Reef. Mwah. But just because, like, she's having more fun. She's not like, oh, I gotta work hard for this item that I want even though I won't use. She's like, dude, this was pretty cool. It was a little unpolished, but this next one's already miles better, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad you're excited about it. It's so cool. Gosh, I love seeing my friends happy. The other thing I'm really excited about in terms of gaming stuff is my roommate. And I'm sure you've seen a little of it by now, because I'm pretty sure between the recording of this and the actual upload of this episode, I'll have put out the videos we have thus far for my roommates never played what? That's what I think we're calling it. It's a series where we play some retro games that my roommate, the game archivist, has not played because he missed a lot of retro games. He didn't grow up with them like I did, which is totally valid, by the way. You don't have to grow up with and know every retro game to be a game archivist. He does a great job. He's great at his job. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. He's wonderful at his job. He's the coolest. But he's like, hey, Maddie, you play old games. Help me at least hit the essentials. And I'm like, yeah, of course, buddy. So that's what we're doing in that series, is we're hitting the essentials of those classics that he missed. And right now we're doing Sonic 1, which is pretty cool. If you're enjoying Sonic 3, you're gonna love watching that man play Sonic 1. It's really funny and really fun, and I'm having a great time with it. Yeah. And up and over. I thought there was a big ring over here. Guess not. But yeah, no, it's so good, and I'm so happy for him too, because I get to see him play these games from a new light, and it's so awesome. But the other part of that too is he's got that healthy boundary of like, okay, I'm done for now, and I'm like, good. I'm so glad you're just playing this and having fun. And sure, it's out of the sense of obligation that he missed some of them or whatever, but he's not forcing himself to only do it out of obligation. It's, oh my god, I love the people I'm around because they are cool people, and I love to see them thrive, and they are thriving, and I'm so happy to be a part of that. Especially for my roommate, because I get to share these games I love, that's the reason I Let's Play. That's the reason I'm doing this right now. I'm speaking into the microphone and playing Sonic 3, is because I love sharing the games I love with people, you know? So that's really cool, but beyond that, you know, he's finding new things he likes, and what he doesn't like, and, like, it's so cool. And the same thing with my other friend there, who's playing Mega Man, is she's figuring out what she likes and what she doesn't like in games. And that's so cool to me, because I get to watch them go on this journey of like, what do I want from a game? Like, what really makes me happy? And that's so good. I love that, you know, because she had a good idea before. I don't want to say she didn't. In terms of like feeling progress and feeling good about the progress you're making, but like, I don't know. It's just like it's very cool for me to see her be like, all right, well that's fine, but that's also born from like a need to be doing something. What do I like for fun? What is fun to me? You know, finding fun. That's what brings me the joy to see. And it's so cool. Gosh, I know the coolest people in the world. That's all. That's my thesis. All the people I know and hang out with are the coolest people, and I love them dearly, and I hope they know that. We got another Super Emerald. I'm just rambling, and I know that's my job. I say that like it's a bad thing. Oh goodness, no, it's good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Alright, one more Super Emerald and one more big ring to find to do it. I think we can, because I want to show off what happens when we get all the Super Emeralds as tails. Because that was the reason I picked Origins for him, was because he's got a cool thing with the Super Emeralds. And I know I can always double back post-game style right here. Beautiful. And we'll have enough rings to do it. Perfect. Boom. But yeah. I'm really excited to show you guys. I love Sonic 3. I think I've said it a million times. I think this is my favorite Sonic. I think it's this one, then 2, then, or no, this one, then the first one, then 2, then CD. I think of the classic Sonics, which sounds like sacrilege, I know. Because 2 and CD are like the beloved Sonics, and I'm over here like, they're probably my least favorites. But that's just because 1 I can blast through in like an hour or 2, and I like that. It's deeply flawed, I won't lie. Like, if we're talking from a game design standpoint, I definitely think it's not the best one by any means, but I enjoy it because I can blast through it pretty quickly, and that makes me happy in a way that no other of the Sonic games really does. And this one, I really like the cool secrets and the rewards, and I like the core gameplay loop. I like Sonic 3. Always happens. It's always the last turn. It speeds up a little, and I go, ooh. But yeah, I really like Sonic 3 a lot. Sonic 2 is fine. I don't like the final boss is hard. It's everybody knows. It's not. I'm not breaking new ground with my criticisms of Sonic 2. I can blast through it, and then all of a sudden, right at the end, it gets really hard, and that frustrates me. That's not a very original criticism. That's not a very groundbreaking criticism. It's just, I don't enjoy that. In Sonic CD, I don't like the exploration of that one, which is interesting because I love the exploration of this one. I think it's just the different framing of it, and the different mechanics involved in that exploration. Whereas this one, I can just like go, you know. And I think I don't like the alternative either. If I play it like a traditional Sonic, I did it again. Yeah, if I play CD like a traditional Sonic, it's just not fun. The special stages aren't really my jam. And those levels can sometimes make it really hard to get to the end with 50 rings because they're designed for the exploration aspect, not so much the traditional Sonic. Like, CD's a good game. I won't lie. It's not a bad game. It's a solid game. It's a Sonic game. Do I want to play it, though? Not really. I mean, like, maybe someday we'll cover all the classic Sonics, like, just because I like Sonic and I enjoy playing Sonic. It'd be cool to have, like, a playlist that's, like, Sonic Origins, and we could do the Game Gear games and stuff that are in here now with Plus. Which, by the way, Plus is out. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet, but I think the last time I recorded it was coming out. But Plus is out, and I've gotten a chance to play as Amy. She's a treat. And there we go. Yeah, I love that. Yay, Super Emerald! Amy's a treat, and we'll check her out before we move on to Knuckles' playthrough. But we won't do a full Amy playthrough, or maybe we'll check her out after Knuckles' playthrough, because we won't do a full playthrough of her, because we'll have seen the game like 3 times by then. But we'll definitely mess around in some levels as Amy. Maybe I'll like stream it or something in the highlights. Tails can now be Super Tails. I'd be saying we already got Super Tails. So here's the weird thing about Tails. In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, originally, he can't go Super on the Chaos Emeralds. I mentioned this earlier in the playthrough, but he can't. But he can go Super on the Hyper Emeralds, which a lot of fans read into as like, okay, Tails is young, he can't harness the power yet. And when he does, he gets a pretty cool power. These flickies that fly around with him. Pretty cool looking little guys. They would decimate anything on screen. Any enemy will perish at the hands of these little flickies. See? They're dead before they get on screen. There you go. The lightning shield, this goes even better. Because now we attract rings towards us, which is great, because that's sort of our life source. Yep. We don't have to worry about the fire shield benefits because we're immune to damage right now. Other than being crushed. Hold on. Important clarification. Don't get crushed. Super or not, you can still get squashed, so. That's the trickiest part about being super in these games, is squashing hurts. But yeah, you can see the flickies fly around. So this is the only Super Tails we had up until Origins, is Tails surrounded by these flickies, going fast as heck with the after image. It's a little more akin to the Hyper forms, chalked up to just because the Super Emeralds are Super Emeralds. And that's really cool. I enjoy that Origins gave us regular Super Tails on the Chaos Emeralds. That's pretty dope. There we go. I was gonna say, flickies, do your job. Get the bad guy for me. There we go. I was gonna say that thing drains rings too. Whoops, button. Oh, we're getting the lava reef example of blasting through a stage. Get it, flickies. They also do damage to bosses, so. Whoops. I guess they don't do enough to the hand or something. It's alright. But yeah, if you were curious about what it looks like to whip through a stage as a hyper form during the actual playthrough, look no further than this. This is the definition of Hyperform go zoom. Oh. There we go. And goodbye, flickies. Hello, lightning shield. I think over here has a ring monitor, right? Oh, not there. It's okay. So now the challenge of Act 2 is get 50 rings. I'm glad we got all of them in one fell swoop. I enjoyed showing you guys the way you can fudge it with Sonic, but yeah. This is... Oh, well, there goes our lightning shield. That's a bummer. Would have liked to keep that a little longer. Ow. Going up here looking for more rings, and the game goes, here's some fire. There we go. There's a lot more fire in this area than lightning-related things. And ring magnet's nice, but you know what's nicer? Not losing my rings. So... fire immunity will help bundles here. I say this like we haven't gone through this before. We all know the drill, but I don't know. It's important to express the unique aspects of what we're playing, just in case anyone out there missed the first go through or came here for Tails, which honestly I understand. I understand and respect that. Tails is a little guy. He's the best little guy that ever little guyed in IMO. IMO. Tails, the best little guy to ever little guy. Cool. So we have enough rings to go super. We have invincibility and a fire shield. So when we lose the fire shield, we'll go invincible before anything else can hit us. And for now, we'll dive bomb with this invincibility power-up, which should be running out right there. Cool. Let's do a little mini game. Let's stockpile some rings if we can. Rings, please. Oh, I just got a bubble shield. That kind of sucks, but we still have a buffer between getting hit and losing our rings, which is sort of the important bit of the shield. I really just tried to bubble bounce. My brain said, bubble shield, bounce. And the game said, you're Tails. And I said, oh, right, I'm Tails. Which, hey, at least it's not the Genesis version, which tries to bubble shield bounce, oh, hey, I'm super now. Which can be its own brand of frustrating, really. Oh. Hey, look at that. That's what I call stockpiling rings. Now we can really light it up when we go hyper. God damn. Alright, be careful not to get smushed. For obvious reasons, smushing bad. Whew, okay. Stress me out just a little. That's alright though. There we go. Nice. Beautiful. I'm playing very carefully. The rambling's been replaced with focus as I try very hard to preserve this shield and my rings into the final stretch of this level. Okay. Shield gone. Oh, I'm like, we're gonna preserve it, and then shield gone, and I'm like, okay. We are Tails, though, so when we're this fast and can fly, things get pretty easy. What just happened? Oh. It would appear... Ow. I thought it was a spring. It would appear I've perished. Okay, I guess we went too far? I've never seen that before. Okay. I love old games because things like that happen. Every playthrough is a new experience. May not because of the reasons most games say that, but oh. That was just silly. Oh, I see what it is. I went right under this, I think. Yeah, I went right under. So it just went down. Okay, so we'll have to do this boss without Super Tails. Ooh. I think we can. I think we can do it. Alright. Ow. Yeah, now we're really doing it without Super Tails. Cripes. Whee. Well, I suppose if I'm very careful, there's a chance. There is a snowball's chance in... I don't think I can say that. I know I set the rules here, but... Alright. I'll take that as a win. Cool. Net positive rings. That is a win in my book. ride one of these down. So the screen, oh no, not yet. There we go. I'm like, screen needs to scroll or else I die. So, make sure the screen scrolls, please. Oh my gosh. Dude, Maddie. I don't know why I swore either, because watch. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I could practically take my hand off the controller. In fact, I'm gonna set my controller down on my bed. Oh, I'll put my hands behind my head, stretch out. I'm gonna have a sip of water, I think. I think I want a sip of water. That was refreshing. That was really good. I enjoyed that sip of water. Cool. I'm gonna pick up my controller just in case we run out of super here. It's looking a mite close. Now, because we're Tails, we're just gonna hover and hover and hover and... Gosh, that was easy. The only thing I didn't have time to do was check my phone. Like, that was a breeze. Do 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 do. No bonus, no points. Cool. Hidden Palace Zone. Alright. I realize we're probably up at time for this episode, so next time on Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Hidden Palace Zone. That'll be good.